For number 45, kind of put a mark here, we're looking at a reflex test. Basically, you hold a ruler and then you let it go, and the person's reaction time kicks in. So the person has to close his fist as soon as possible, as soon as you let go, and then you measure how low the ruler goes from its original position and to calculate the person's reflex time. So in this problem, they want us to calculate D1, D2, and D3 if it takes 60 milliseconds for the person to close his fist, and then he closes it there, and then 120 and 180. So for the first one, for D1, we know that the time it took to get from the starting point to that height was 60 milliseconds. But then let's change that to something a little better, like 6 times 10 to the negative 2 seconds, or 0.06 seconds is how long it took them to react. This is a free fall problem, so we know acceleration is negative 9.81 meters per second squared. And we need one more variable. The thing is, the ruler is being let go or dropped, so technically the initial velocity is 0. So now we have our three variables. From there we can calculate D1, which is the displacement, by using the v initial t square equation plus the v initial t plus 1 half at squared equation. So we plug in our variables, don't forget to square, and we calculate our distance from there. And I'll leave that up to you guys to work on. For D2, we do the exact same thing, except it took him 120 milliseconds to react, which means that the acceleration is still negative 9.81, v initial is still 0 because it was let go from rest, and we're still going to use the same kinematic equation. And then for D3, you pretty much do the same thing, except instead you use 180 milliseconds using the same acceleration, initial velocity, and equation, and you're able to calculate your displacement D1, D2, and D3. Just I'll leave it up to you guys to plug it in and work it out.